Hey, welcome! So today we're going to explore this one little idea that honestly could completely change how you see the world, your job, even your relationships. And it all kicks off with a piece of advice we've all heard a million times.
You know this one, right? We've all heard it. Be a giver. It's kind of held up as the gold standard for being a good person, the secret to a happy life. And look, it's not wrong. Giving is absolutely crucial.
But what if that's only like half of the equation? We're so focused on the act of giving that we almost never stop to ask ourselves, do we actually know how to receive? That's where we're going to start.
And the key to this whole new way of thinking? Well, it's actually hidden inside a word we use constantly, especially now in our super digital world: data. So the word data, it comes straight from the Latin word datum. And that word literally means something given. Just think about that for a second. It kind of suggests that information is just out there. It's passively handed over to us like a neutral fact that we just get.
Okay, but now let's put that up against a different word, capta. This also has Latin roots. It comes from cape, which means to take or to capture. Now this word implies an action, right? A choice. It's not about what's just given to you, but about what you actively go out and take.
So here's the difference in a nutshell. Data is just the raw stuff, all the information that is given. But capta is what we do with it. It's what we choose to pay attention to, what we decide to capture, and then how we make sense of it all. The world we're actually experiencing isn't just data, it's really capta.
And believe me, this is so much more than just a word game. This one little distinction changes everything. It reframes our role from being just passive observers of the world to being active co-creators of our own reality.
So this means our reality is really a two-step deal. It's not just the infinite ocean of data that's out there. No, it's the specific little drops of capta that we choose to notice, to focus on, and to let into our minds. We're basically the curators of our own experience.
Okay, so what in the world does this abstract idea about data and reality have to do with something as real and fundamental as love? Well, let's connect those dots.
It's pretty amazing, actually. If you look across some of the world's major traditions, whether it's Hinduism, Christianity, or Buddhism, you start to see this really consistent message about what love is, and it lines up perfectly with this whole idea of capta.
The shared wisdom is basically this: love isn't some rare thing you have to go out and manufacture. It's more like an energy field that's always around us, always being given. But, and this is the important part, to actually experience it, it has to be actively received, consciously recognized, and intentionally cultivated. It has to be captured. This kind of messes with our simple model of relationships, doesn't it? We usually think about it in this really simple binary. You've got your givers, who share love, and you've got your takers, who receive it. Seems simple enough. But here's the piece of the puzzle we're almost always missing in that simple setup. For any healthy system to work, whether we're talking about an ecosystem, a data system, or a relationship, you need a flow that goes in both directions.
Because when that flow gets out of whack, the whole system just breaks down. Constantly giving and giving without ever receiving, that leads straight to burnout and feeling resentful. And on the flip side, constantly taking and taking without giving back, well, that just leads to this deep, profound feeling of emptiness. So what this all points to is that the real, lasting value is found in the balance. Just like real insights require both the data that's out there and our active capture of it, a truly full life requires that same balanced flow of both giving and receiving. And this brings us right back to the core idea here. We put so much energy and focus on giving love, but the real magic, the true transformation, happens when we learn to become masterful receivers, when we consciously choose to capture the love that is literally all around us.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Life doesn't just hand you meaning on a silver platter. Meaning isn't data, it's captcha. It's something you have to choose to see, to seek out, and ultimately to capture. And maybe, just maybe, the most important thing we can ever choose to capture is love. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.